Well, another good morning to you from West Tennessee. Bobby Lee here with Hurricane Creek Farms. Got just a few head up here this morning. I'm starting off the video just like last time. Out here checking stocker steers, but only a few of them joining us. But we haven't put eyes on everybody in the last few days, so we're gonna make sure to do that here in just a second. But first, y'all give it a quick thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Let's see if we can see these boys. All right, and so it's still really hot. Actually gonna be a little cooler today. I think for the next 2 or 3 days, we're not under a heat advisory, or it doesn't look like we're gonna be. But we're gonna check and find these boys 2022 style. Got the drone. This particular pasture we're in, I mean, they can go the next ridge over, they can go back there, they can go back through here. There's a couple of patches down. I mean, my point is, I could spend a lot of time rattling and beating the Jeep to death, bouncing around over ditches and whatnot, trying to find them. Or I can put that thing in the air within a couple of minutes, see where the rest of them are. Or if they've gotten out, maybe we won't see them. But haven't got any phone calls lately, so I don't think we necessarily have them gone. It's just hot, it's miserable. The horse flies are eating us up. Okay, so you saw on that drone footage we have, which I guess you couldn't tell which, but we got a bunch of them are over here, like over down this holler, up over the top of the next ridge, and over there. And we've got a few back here. Just doing some rough counting, because of course, if anybody was off over in the edge of the woods, couldn't see them with the drone or anything like that. But I think we got, and with these here, we're right at 60. So that's about right. That means there was 5 we didn't see, which could have easily miscounted. But not getting real up close for you. Obviously, if you watched our last video, had some bad eyes. There's actually one amongst this group that we treated. He came right up to feed. You know, they're managing pretty well, even in spite of having a bad eye or two here and there. But anyway, I'm gonna drive in the Jeep at least back here to see this bunch, just because they're easy to get to. Those over there, you got to cross a ditch that don't really like to have to take the Jeep across unless I absolutely have to. Another project, need a culvert put in that ditch. Here's some of the ones we just spotted with the drone. As you can see, there's several over there on the edge of the woods. So if there was something like that, that's where you're limited on what you can observe from the air. But there's some actually over in the woods here too, so they're acting kind of spooky. Y'all want to come up and eat? The heat, we're getting a little break from the heat the next day or two, and then next week it's going to be, I think maybe starting on Tuesday, today's Saturday, we have highs between 98 and 100 for like 6 straight days. No rain really to speak of in the forecast, just a chance of, you know, the afternoon pop-up thunder showers. So starting to get definitely a little concerned there. We'd like to, especially now that we've gotten pretty much all of our first cutting of hay done, like to get some fertilizer put down. I was thinking about doing that early next week, but no rain really to speak of in the forecast. As expensive as fertilizer is these days, you don't want to just waste that money. If you're just gonna scatter it out there and it's just gonna sit for 2 or 3 weeks before it gets a rain. But you never know when you may catch one of those little afternoon showers. So I don't know, I have to make a decision between now and then. We'll go ahead and do that, but we're gonna get back home. I've ridden back here and checked the cow herd. Already been across the creek. Almost all the cows are there. I think that's the number 2 cow. We'll see, she's off by herself. Maybe she had that calf in the last 24 hours. All right, what did I tell you? If you watched our last video, as you should have, you know, I'd predicted that she was gonna have a calf that day, which that was just yesterday. We're filming 2 days in a row. We'll see what it is. She's one of the new cows we bought, which is also why she's calving here in the middle of June. And so, I don't know her disposition. I've never tried to tag a calf of hers. So, we'll see if we can accomplish this without her trying to kill us. She's a pretty gentle cow by all other accounts, but I have some that are exactly like that. But the game changes once that calf's on the ground. Baby's gonna walk right over here to us. Sadie, you aren't helping things, Sadie. It's okay. Whoa. She got a little stirred up. Not even sure of the sex. Sadie just does not understand. I mean, obviously I was the primary factor, little bull calf. But her splashing in the ditch right there kind of just added to the excitement. But nice little bull calf, solid black. Of course, he's got some ear in him just like she does. But little adrenaline pumping moment there for a second. Our heart rate's only 75. We didn't even get too excited. There they are. Let me get Sadie out of here. Of course, I wasn't filming, but cow nearly ran down Sadie right there. So, and Sadie's she's a bird dog, not a cow dog. She does not understand the importance of A, just keeping your distance around these new moms, and B, keeping your head on a swivel. But we're right on a calf prediction. Now, hopefully we don't have any more calves for a long while. Okay, so I think this is the 4th load we brought in. It's the first time we put 7 on there at once. Did the math, we were only gonna need to make 1 trip with 7. And then, I don't know, the numbers just worked out that way. So, like usual, we'll see if we can get these off of there. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. See if I can set this up. Obviously that last one that comes off there, the one that kind of has to ride between the wheels, it's not ideal, but like I said, we only had to do it once with this crew. Two-handed job to relatch those, but we'll make another load or 2. Probably 1 more load because I gotta get in the shower here in like an hour. Good old wedding. that's, I guess actually just 33 more rolls. Still got 7 on the trailer, but it's time to go get cleaned up for church. We'll bring those home this afternoon. Works out well because I'm gonna go eat lunch over at my parents' house. The whole family does. And so then that trailer's just right out in their pasture. I'll jump on in that truck, drive it home. Then we'll get those last 7 stacked in here, and that'll be 40 more in the barn. Give us a total of right in the neighborhood of 70 in the barn. Essentially done with our first cutting of hay. Got a couple other little patches we hadn't cut yet, but pretty insignificant amount. But may just about wrap it up for this one. Need to now be moving to getting the clipper put on the tractor, clipping some pastures. Need to get some hay ground fertilized if they ever give us any rain in the forecast. You know, those sorts of things. But walk up here and get on the side by side. Appreciate y'all watching. Please leave us comments. We love that. Suggestions, critiques, we'll take it all. But thank y'all for watching. Y'all eat beef and God bless. Oh, I forgot to mention, this will of course won't be up and posted for a few days, a day or two anyway. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Today is Father's Day, so yeah, I'm planning on spending the rest of it, of course, with my family.